These videos, I need to remind you, you need to download them. Download the AVI video from QueroCareMogi.com, video Google, for the AVIs. That will give you the best video performance and resolution, because you'll have trouble seeing these flash videos. You'll see these flash videos as being murky. So download them if you have a real interest in it. I hope you'll find this interesting, because we're going to take a look at edubuntu, which is a free Linux distribution. And if you're wondering what I'm using here to navigate, this is FreeMind, which I believe works on Linux as well. I haven't used it in a while on Linux, and this is all about free educational networks and LTSP and other things, but we'll get into that in a moment or later. We're going to explore the GNOME interface and the system, the default install of edubuntu 5.10. Let's take a look at it. I've VNC'd in, as you can see here, and I've already made a video of that before, so go check out my other videos on edubuntu and VNC. Alright, so I've selected the system. Minimize this, minimize that, minimize that. Desktop preferences. Yeah, I had to turn on the desktop preferences. We'll get into that in a moment. Close. Okay, so we go to System, Preferences, About Me. I'm not sure what that means. It's probably going to give me some information. Oh, well, it just gives user information. I'm not sure if that's an appropriate icon. Is it guessing that I'm male, or does it just give everybody a beard and a bad haircut? At 640 by 480, or 800 by 600 rather, you can see that this is not the best interface for it, because the top is cut off. So I have to scroll down. I click Close. One of the things that many people will complain about edubuntu, and I should make note of that here for future videos, is edubuntu and system services in terms of accessing root. Insert accessing root on edubuntu. Edubuntu is designed to, I think it's built on Debian. I'm pretty sure it's built on a Debian core. We won't get into the history of it, but it's maintained by the Shuttleworth Foundation, and one of the things they want to do is, unfortunately or fortunately, edubuntu very much protects the user from their own idiocy, and that means keeping the users away. The admins translates into keeping the admins out of root, which, as an admin, as a former admin myself, not having root or going to root to do certain things became quite common, or was quite common, even though I was supposed to use pseudo users. You can't get to the root on edubuntu without going through some hoops. We won't go into that right now, but I do want to bring that to you as you look around at the system in terms of its preferences. Assistive technology support, I don't really, what does that mean? Assistive technologies, that could be very useful for the education environment. Desktop background, that would change this little girl drawing to something else. File management, font, keyboard shortcuts, login photo. That's how I would change my my bearded fellow icon. Menu and toolbars, mouse, multimedia system selector. We have all kinds of things here to look at. Remember, remote desktop is where you activate your VNC so that you can make your own movies like this. So it behooves you to take some time and spend a bit of energy looking at the options here. Screen res, I changed the screen res. Originally it was set at 1024 by 768. I set it to 800 by 600 for these videos. Make default for this computer as Ubuntu only. Well, I'll just leave it as is. So scroll back up and take a look at the system preferences. Sound, theme, windows. I'm not quite sure what that means. Let's take a look at it. Select windows when the mouse is over them. No, I'm not too interested in having the machine doing any more automatically for me other than what I tell it to do. So system, let's go back to our preferences. Remote desktop, removable drives and media. I'll have to test the USB, see if it works. But that'll give you a quick idea as to what edubuntu looks like. We'll take one last look at themes and see if that helps us out at all. Clear looks, attract usability, Grand Canyon, dusty orange, simple, thin appearance, smoky blue. I'm going to just leave it with the default right now. This is the default theme. Clear looks, smooth gray, high teal, simple smooth. I'm looking for something that's going to be easy for you, the user, to read, or the video person to watch. But we'll go ahead and close, give you those options, show you what it's about. Hope you have fun. Remember, we need, in order to get Linux more widely available in the classroom, we need to educate users, and the easiest way to do that is by producing video and then posting to video.google. The sheer number of edubuntu users and Linux users, if each one produces a video of something they know how to do, we can promote alternatives to business and education environments that promote the brain and options. Thank you very much for watching. Happy computing.